After the break, the supermarket Superman. Pick up to aisle 1, the driver and owner of a bus in Winnipeg, putting people on the road to better food.
At the core of every Hyundai Elantra lies the superstructure. Ford, Hyundai's very own advanced high-strength steel, we set out to make a beautiful car remarkably strong. A strength that provides you with super safety and precise handling that is truly a class above. Introducing the super strong Hyundai Elantra family.
One of the eliminated home cooks from MasterChef Canada will be given a chance at redemption.
We've decided to give you three a second.
Go to ctv.ca/MasterChef Canada to watch them in the fight of their lives.
911, 911.
You could win a Mila Chef's cooking package. And tune in to MasterChef Canada, where the winner of the Redemption Kitchen will be revealed.
Please help us welcome back
MasterChef Canada, Thursdays on CTV. Presented by Mila Immer Besser.
At Moores, our expert stylists can help you put together looks that get noticed at our buy one, get one free event. Plus, suits and suit separates are just $229.99, and designer dress shirts are just $49.99. Moores, tailored for Canada.
Say cheese, everybody. Now say cheese stuffed crust, as Little Caesars invites you to try 8 crispy caramelized corner slices of deep dish pepperoni pizza with cheese stuffed into the crust for only $13.99 at Little Caesars.
Hot and ready. QuickBooks introduces Rodney. He has a new business teaching lessons. Rodney wanted to know how his business was doing, so he got QuickBooks. It organizes all his accounts so he can see his bottom line. Ah, that's a profit. Know where you stand instantly. Visit QuickBooks.ca.
Last chance. The Foothills Hospital Home Lottery early bird deadline is midnight tomorrow. You could win the $1.7 million Canmore Show home. Hurry, deadline midnight tomorrow. Order now.
We leave you tonight in Winnipeg's North End. It's home to a lot of seniors on fixed incomes who are shopping at convenience stores because there are no supermarkets nearby. They were trapped in what's known as a food desert until a wealthy businessman stepped up, just him and the bus he bought. CTV's Manitoba Bureau Chief Jill Makashon has more on the secret Samaritan.
To all those who get on this big yellow school bus, he is simply Lawrence. A man who grew up on the streets of Winnipeg's North End and now drives them. But what his passengers don't know is the guy behind the wheel of the bus also owns it. Lawrence Rosenberg is an entrepreneur who, with his wife Elizabeth, runs one of Winnipeg's largest home tech companies.
And I said to Elizabeth, why don't we buy a school bus and offer to drive up to 32 people around to go get groceries?
I don't believe that they know who we are or what we do, and we kind of like it that way.
Week after week, for 3 years now, Rosenberg faithfully makes his rounds, driving the seniors from the high-priced convenience stores that make up much of their neighborhood to the larger grocery chains with better prices and healthier foods much farther away. A trip that used to cost a cab fare or bus ticket, not anymore.
And it's free. So I really appreciate that.
It's estimated the Rosenbergs have saved riders a total $40,000 each year in transportation costs. And for the not-for-profit group that is working with them to organize the trips, the bus has also helped boost community spirit.
There's no such thing as having a bad day if you ride this shuttle. To be with community people who are going to get food together, even just the social aspect is so special.
For a couple who didn't want to just give but really contribute, this project has paid dividends.
People are very, very appreciative. You can just see it in their hearts and their eyes.
We have found this incredibly rewarding personally, and hopefully this will encourage others.
Maybe not by buying a bus, she says, but there are always ideas that can move people to do better for their communities. Jill Makashon, CTV News, Winnipeg.
And that is it for us this Wednesday night. For Lisa LaFlamme and everyone at CTV National News, thanks for watching. Have a great night.
CTV National News. Canada's #1 newscast.
Please help us welcome back.
One eliminated home cook is back in the game for the most stress-filled challenge yet.
Everyone is on the chopping block tonight.
MasterChef Canada, all new tomorrow at 9/8 Central on CTV.
2 shootings in as many nights. The hunt for the gunman after a man is struck by a bullet in Falcon Ridge. And cops continue to search for whomever is behind a shooting in the East Village.
My husband's head was a couple centimeters away from the bullet.
Where a stray bullet narrowly misses a couple in their own home. And one more sleep until the puck drops.
It's always a battle playing against these guys.
The Flames gear up for their Stanley Cup run.
Local, live, and breaking. CTV News with Camilla Di Giuseppe.
Hello and good evening. Calgary police are dealing with yet another shooting tonight, this time in the community of Falcon Ridge. Police are still looking for the gunman and say they are not getting much help from the victim. At around 7:30 p.m., a 911 call came in from a neighbor who noticed a man injured along the 100 block of Fulton Close Northeast. Paramedics arrived a short time later and transported a man in his 30s to Foothills in stable, non-life-threatening condition with a gunshot wound to one of his lower legs. Police have taped off a large area because they believe where the man was found and where the shooting actually happened are not one and the same. Cops say the shooting victim is not cooperating, so they don't have a motive. A person of interest has been taken in for questioning. And a close call for a Calgary couple who narrowly missed being hit by a stray bullet in their own home. Multiple shots were fired in the East Village last night, littering the brand new neighborhood with shell casings and shaking up those who live there. Brad McLeod reports.
It was just panic. Our heart was pumping. We were just getting the hell out of there.
That's because a bullet smashed her living room window just before 9 o'clock Tuesday night.
My husband's head was a couple centimeters away from the bullet.
And Joanna Sheth and her husband dropped to the ground.
We weren't sure if he was coming for us or not, so we just kind of went back out the back door and called the cops.
I heard, I think, 3 to 4 shots. What sounded like shots, I don't know if it was fireworks or gun. And then a delay for probably 5 seconds and then like another 2 or 3.
Police received several 911 calls, and within minutes,
I heard get the F on the ground, so I looked over down to my left, down 6th here, and there was cops that had like guns drawn on a couple people.
Police took several suspects into custody, but have since released them, saying they are now witnesses. The C train between Bridgeland and downtown was stopped for several hours as police searched for evidence. Bullet casings were found all over the tracks.
And when you see that over there, it's, yeah, scary for sure.
An unsettling and hopefully unusual evening for those who live in this new neighborhood.
Nothing else scary has happened in this neighborhood, and I think it was just a one-off.
Brad McLeod, CTV News, Calgary.
Cops are still looking for the suspects. Police are gathering and reviewing surveillance video to see if they can identify or at least narrow down on who pulled the trigger. A warning, some might find the details in this next story disturbing. A Calgary man who pleaded guilty to dismembering the body of his friend and scattering her remains around Northwest Park will serve time in jail. Family and friends of the victim, Joey English, packed the courtroom for the sentencing. Alicia Philberg was there.
Exiting court, Joey English's mother plans to leave thoughts behind of the man who dismembered her daughter. Parts of 25-year-old Joey English were found in Crescent Heights Park last June. Now Joshua Weiss is sentenced to 18 months. Minus time served, he faces about 7 months in jail.
I guess I'm okay somewhat with it. Not really, but I know that he's not on the streets anymore for 7 more months. I have to move on. But it's difficult. It's really hard.
Judge Mike Dinko calls Weiss's act selfish, savage, and heinous for stealing the family's chance to properly grieve. The judge also tacked on 3 years of probation.
The judge has given very strict probation conditions, and I hope that that the accused takes this opportunity and benefits or improves his life so that this kind of thing never happens again.
English was visiting Weiss and died of a drug overdose in his Highland Park basement suite while he was out at a drug deal. The 41-year-old says he panicked, worried about losing his child. He admitted to hiding English's body under his bed for a day before cutting her up and scattering her remains. Police searched the landfill but never found the rest of her body.
Today I still can't bury my daughter in full. It's her children that are the ones that are suffering.
English's mother is focusing on her faith, the rest of her family, and the hope Joey's death encourages others to get help.
I just want to make an awareness out there for all women out there and men, especially the ones that suffer with mental illness and addictions. Get help. It's not too late.
Alicia Fieldberg, CTV News, Calgary.
The judge's conditions on Weiss include that he cannot contact the English family or show up at their homes or places of work, nor can he return to the Crescent Park where he dumped part of Joey English's body. Once he is out of jail, he'll be on house arrest for the first 3 months of his probation, and he is prohibited from having drugs, alcohol, and weapons. A contractor who was caught videotaping a woman and her adult daughter in the bathroom of their Northeast Calgary home has been sentenced for his crimes. In 2014, Ting K. Chu, who also goes by Thomas T.K. Chu, installed a spy camera in an electrical outlet in a bathroom while doing renovations. He has now been sentenced to 18 months in jail for 2 counts of voyeurism and 1 count of breaching probation. Chu was on probation at the same time for a similar crime. And Ottawa police are investigating threatening letters sent to some residents in the nation's capital, and they came from Calgary. This is a photo of the disturbing letter that was sent to multiple homes in Ottawa. Police say it's a photocopy of a handwritten note, and so far they've received 27 complaints about the threats. In most cases, the handwritten address on the envelope specifically names one of the residents, and Vicky Smallman was one of those people. She works for the Canadian Labour Congress in Women's and Human Rights, and says the hardest part is trying to understand why she received it in the first place.
I think that's the most difficult thing to grapple with. You know, I don't know if it was personal, if it was related to my work, like a feminist thing, or whether it was just some random person playing a really cruel and sick joke.
Ottawa police urge anyone who has received the letter to contact them. As for Calgary police, they say they're just learning about the incident and are looking into it. Our first look at the weather with David Spence. And David, these shoes are certainly not the ones that we'll be wearing over the next few days.
Please tell me you're not wearing those outside.
I did, because
You did? Really?
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, I suppose.
I had to break them in too, so.
All right.
Double
yeah.
entendre, yeah.
Totally inappropriate footwear, I'm afraid. We're going to get cooler and wetter weather over the next few days, with some showers coming along, some snow coming along. Yes, I said it. If you're in the foothills, you've had snow all day today, so you know what's coming. We've got a low temperature tonight of 2 degrees, periods of rain, and there could be a snow flurry or 2 or more mixed in with that rain, especially in the pre-dawn hours of tomorrow morning. Later in the day, though, we'll get up to 6 degrees.
All right, David, thank you very much for that. A court of appeal has dismissed an appeal launched by a notorious Calgary scam artist. Milo Brose was sentenced to 12 years in jail for defrauding investors out of hundreds of millions of dollars. He was convicted 2 years ago of fraud, theft, and money laundering. Theft, rather. The Court of Appeal has now upheld the conviction. Over 2,400 people from around the world lost between $100 and $400 million after being promised big returns on their investments. Ross' partner in crime, Gary Sorensen, was also sentenced to 12 years behind bars. The Calgary School Board says it's happy for all the new schools it's been getting, but staffing and maintaining them won't be cheap. The board estimates that it will add $13 million to its expense sheet, and it comes as the CBE expects a $38.6 million shortfall as it prepares next year's budget. The board says it's getting the same amount of money from the province next year as it did this year, but that everything is costing more, including utilities, thanks to the carbon tax. It says supporting the new schools accounts for nearly a third of the money they don't have in their budget.
When we're opening a new school, we bring on an administrative staff to hire the staff, help build and design the school. And so we're not funded for that until kids start in September. So all of those costs that we do to get prepared in advance of those new schools opening are not. And for us, that was a lot of millions and millions of dollars, which it can contribute to a difficult situation for us.
Roughly 200 of the CBE's 14,000 staff are not unionized, and their jobs could be affected by the belt tightening. The opioid crisis doesn't seem to be slowing down in Alberta, and especially in the city. Calgary's top cop offered his support behind a different approach to arrest and jail time. As Kathy Lee reports, Police Chief Roger Chaffin believes legal consumption sites is part of the solution.
The opioid crisis continues to plague our province. According to Alberta Health, there were 51 fentanyl overdose deaths from January 1st to February 11th this year, and nearly half of those deaths happened in Calgary. This is Chris Guerin's second stint in rehab. Fentanyl had taken over his life.
Got to the point where I was actually homeless for 2.5 years, you know, completely defeated by my addiction. I wanted to get off it as bad as I wanted to get my next fix.
Police Chief Roger Chaffin is now promoting a preventative community approach to deal with the addiction crisis, since arrests and jail time just aren't working. He threw his support behind highly secure legal consumption sites.
In this instance, we're really hopeful that a supervised consumption site in a clinical setting is our first really good opportunity to develop relationships with vulnerable addicted people to help them target them towards the treatment services they need.
Bruce Holstead with Fresh Start Recovery says the number of fentanyl clients admitted has grown by 30% in just a few years. He says the facility focuses on abstinence, but
harm reduction has its place in the continuum. Without a doubt, there needs to be a specific zone, a safety valve, if you will.
While there aren't details about how the sites would work in Calgary, Chief Chaffin said our city problems aren't like Vancouver's. Guerin says with the complexities of drug addiction, any support will help.
One of the worst things about being in addiction is, you know, you feel isolated, not only from your family, but society in general. And being able to take this approach, it just shows that there's people willing to help, people willing to guide you through into a solution.
Kathy Lee, CTV News, Calgary.
A timeline for when these legal consumption sites will be set up has not yet been determined. The province is investing $13.4 million to help our city prepare for future flooding. The money will go towards 5 projects to protect downtown Calgary and neighboring communities from flooding and stormwater. Those projects include building a new pump station, or new pump stations rather, in Sunnyside, improving the sanitary lift station in Roxborough, and reinforcing the West Eau Claire flood barrier. The funding will also support improvements to the Harvey Passage site to reduce risks to Inglewood, the Calgary Zoo, and the Deerfoot LRT line.
We have committed to stable multi-year funding that our partners can count on and that signal our government's long-term commitment to helping communities adapt to a changing climate.
Money will also be invested in a soil bioengineering project along the Bow River to show how riverbanks can be stabilized using willows and native plants. Well, across Canada and around the world today, people donned pink to speak out against bullying, discrimination, and homophobia.
Your sexual orientation, your gender expression, or any other aspect of your identity is something to cherish and celebrate, not something to be ashamed of or bullied for. You are exactly who you are, and you are beautiful.
Premier Rachel Notley and her cabinet wore pink shirts today to show support for the global movement against bullying, homophobia, transphobia, and other forms of discrimination. The International Day of Pink started in Nova Scotia. There were events and activities at schools right across the country today. An investigation is underway into a catnapping. Yes, you heard that right. A kitten scooped up by a thief, and it's caught on camera where it happened and why there is growing concern for the little feline.
Skywatch weather sponsored by Lux Windows, locally crafted for your home and your style.
With the Vegas you experience on Expedia.ca, you can decide who you want to be in Sin City.
So would you rather be office you or champagne poppin', pool hoppin' you? Discover the Vegas you at Expedia.ca/Vegas. Your trip, your way.
What would you do with a Lotto Max jackpot of $50 million? If you can dream it, Lotto Max could make it happen. Dare to dream with this Friday's Lotto Max jackpot of $50 million, plus 2 additional prizes of $1 million with Max Millions.
It's hard to describe the feeling of driving a Volkswagen. So to explain, here's the lead singer of Unexposed Edge. Drive it, you'll get it. And now get great purchase discounts on select Golf models. Volkswagen.
That the best things in life are real. That's why we only use real tea leaves, expertly brewed to create the perfect blend. Can you taste the difference real leaves make? We think so. Pure Leaf. Real leaves, real taste.
It's the Bricks Easter Holiday Weekend Mattress Sale. Get 65% off this Springwall Pocket Coil mattress. It's just $3.99. Or this Simmons bowling ball bed with gel memory foam. It's only $5.99. This weekend only at the Brick, saving you more.
The city will begin street sweeping in April, clearing roads of debris that has accumulated over the winter months.
Help your city neighbors by removing your vehicles and carts from the road when street cleaning is scheduled in your area. To find out when your street is being swept, visit calgary.ca/sweep and watch for signs in your community.
This year, crews will be out 7 days a week until the beginning of June to get our streets cleaned up as quickly as possible.
Road Sport Auto Credit. Bank says no, Road Sport says yes. And it's impossibly easy. All you need is $29 down and 2 pay stubs.
Loans, is she approved? Loans, is he approved? Is she approved?
All you need is $29 down and 2 pay stubs. Now open at our second location on McKnight Boulevard Northeast. Road Sport Auto Credit. Bank says no, Road Sport says yes.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by Walmart's new grocery pickup. Save time and order online at walmart.ca/grocery and have them brought to your car at store.
You're watching CTV News, Calgary.
Students from Mount Royal University are wrapping up a project aimed at reducing the downtown vacancy rate. Part of the annual initiative called Viva City YYC, the project asked students to come up with business prototypes that would encourage young talent to stay in Calgary while making use of office space for other business. The ideas included a wellness lounge, an art space, and a U-brew business that takes advantage of coming changes to Alberta's craft brewing regulations. The profs say there are plenty of successful examples of repurposed office buildings.
Edmonton has actually repurposed about 15 different buildings that used to be sort of 60s, 70s era medium-rise office towers. A lot of them have been converted into residential. And so that's actually helped build and bring some life back into downtown Edmonton. And again, another city for being legendarily kind of empty at night.
Since the downtown downturn began, Calgary's downtown office vacancy rate has risen to more than 25%. Well, it's the calm before the storm for southern Alberta farmers who are waiting for the ground to dry so they can begin seeding their crops. In Trochu, an hour and a half northeast of Calgary, one of the agriculture dealerships is taking advantage of the downtime to host a party for itself. Not everyone can survive the booms of business in Alberta, but this one has for 70 years. Kevin Fleming reports.
In 1947, the Stankovich brothers, John and Aaron, purchased Adam Motors, where you could buy Ford vehicles and farm equipment. The family-run business focused on sales and service with a staff of 6.
Morning, Jack here.
John's son, Jack, spent a lot of time at the dealership growing up.
I was involved at an early age working in the dealership, you know, pumping gasoline or being a partsman or doing the accounts receivable ledgers.
Trochu Motors moved into this new facility 3 years ago and has 11 properties around town where it stores inventory, along with a massive shop and parts department.
How can I help you? Oh, I'm looking for a Dutch opener for air drill.
Ernie Medding farms 1,800 acres near town that he took over from his dad. When it's busy and a part breaks, he doesn't have time to waste.
Well, just being open, and when things need you need repairs or some work done on a piece of equipment, they're there for you.
1,400 guests are invited to celebrate the dealership's 70th anniversary at the local arena, something everyone at Trochu Motors is proud of.
Especially in this industry, if you took a survey around, there's not too many independent dealers like ourselves that, you know, we're still kind of family owned and working out of one shop and have hung through the tough times there. I mean, we went through our own tough times, but we're still here.
In 1947, when Trochu Motors opened, these were the workhorses of the industry right here, and you could pick up a tractor like this for about $2,000. Today, the technology has changed, and now this is the workhorse in the field, and this will set you back about $400,000. And who knows what technology will look like in the next 70 years of farming. Kevin Fleming, CTV News, Trochu.
Mounties are investigating a strange catnapping in Red Deer. Police say a man stole a kitten from a pet store on Friday. Store employees are concerned for the kitten's well-being because it needs medication for a health condition. Police are asking anyone with information to give them a call. Well, David Spence's back with his full Skywatch forecast, and in Calgary tonight we are sitting under some light rain and 4 degrees across the city.
Last chance. The Foothills Hospital Home Lottery early bird deadline is midnight tomorrow. You could win the $1.7 million Canmore Show Home. Hurry, deadline midnight tomorrow. Order now.
Stop. Please, stop hammer time.
MC Hammer?
But this hammer hates nails. Look what they did.
Oh.
Here, use command picture hanging strips instead. Just click, stick, press, and ta-da! Then when it's time, just stretch the command strip off, nice and clean.
No damage.
Hammer don't hurt them.
Still with that?
Of course, too legit to quit.
Just keeps coming.
It keeps working.
Command, do no harm.
At Fountain Tire's 4 for 3 sale, get a set of 4 select Goodyear tires for the price of 3. A sale so good, it's attracting super fans. Now, what fuels your passion?
I say big on tires!
Boom! Don't wear that while driving.
Tim's Dark is totally yummy. I made the switch.
Well done, Tim Hortons. That new Tim's Dark packs a punch. Tastes amazing. It's my new go-to.
See why more and more Canadians are choosing Tim Hortons Dark Roast Coffee. Come try a fresh cup today.
Can you feel something without touching it? See something with your eyes closed? You can when it's designed for you, the driver. The new 2017 refined Mazda 3.
It's down to the final weeks. Eisenberg's Fine Furniture and Rugs in Calgary is going out of business forever. Our warehouses have been empty. The sales floors are packed. Additional discounts in all departments. Furniture, fine rugs, mattresses, and accessories all being liquidated immediately. Up to 75% off and more. Drastic markdowns store-wide, including amazing rugs from around the world. Everything must go down to the bare walls. Hurry, it's not too late. The final weeks of Eisenberg's Fine Furniture and Rugs going out of business store closing sale.
Last chance. The Foothills Hospital Home Lottery early bird deadline is midnight tomorrow. You could win the $1.7 million Canmore Show Home. Hurry, deadline midnight tomorrow. Order now.
This program sponsored in part by Sons of Electric. Let us remove your shorts.
The wet weather we had today will carry on into tomorrow as well. We've got some rain through the night tonight, more rain tomorrow, some areas getting snow, and through all that gray weather, we managed to make a high of 7 degrees today, which is 4 degrees below average, so it was a cool day. And the cool weather will continue right through Easter weekend and even into next week. Got a lot of cloud cover across southern Alberta and, of course, the precipitation. West of Highway 22, primarily, it's snow. East of Highway 22, we're seeing rain or a rain-snow mix. And as we go through the night, that dividing line from rain to snow moves east. east, as far east as Highway 2 north of Calgary, and just to the western edge of the city. We could see much of Calgary getting a snow-rain mix in the early hours. Some parts of the city, it'll likely be straight snow, and then as the day goes on, the moisture lifts off to the north, and by the afternoon, it's dry again under a cloudy sky. Now, on Friday, I'm not necessarily in agreement with what you're about to see. Friday, it shows the sky over Calgary clearing out. I think on Friday, we're still going to have some snow and some rain mixed under a cloudy sky for the city of Calgary. 12 degrees for Kamloops tomorrow, 10 for Kelowna, 9 for Salmon Arm, 9 degrees in Golden. For Edmonton, a high of just 3. Fort McMurray will be dry and thus warmer with a high of 8 degrees. In Red Deer, 2. Calgary's high 6. Banff going up to 4. Drumheller 10. And again, because it will be dry, it will be quite a bit warmer in southeastern Alberta. Just a slight chance of a shower in Medicine Hat. Otherwise, some clouds and 18 degrees. Milk River 14. Brooks hitting 13. Lethbridge going for a high of 12. Next 5 days, cool and wet. Mix of rain and snow for Calgary tomorrow with a high of 6. Flurries and showers on Friday and 5. More snow flurries Saturday. That's when we bottom out with a high of just 1. Then on Easter Sunday, it's sunnier and warmer, and it continues to warm up into Monday. Camilla.
All right, David, thanks very much for that. The Calgary Flames excited to get their series underway. NHL playoffs did get underway tonight. We'll take a look at those scores and what the Flames are saying as they head into their first game against the Ducks.
Brought to you by Lotto Max. This Friday's Lotto Max jackpot is $50 million, plus 2 Max Millions.
I really like this new Escape.
Love it. But how is this Escape different from the other guys?
Well, our most popular Escape comes loaded with features that make life easier. And with Sync Connect, it's fully Ford Pass enabled.
What's Ford Pass?
It's Ford's new app that lets you do cool things like lock and unlock your doors or start your car from anywhere.
Cool.
You can even use it to locate your car.
No more losing in the parking lot.
Okay, that was one time.
When you can get the Escape with the tech you want, it's easy to get into a Ford.
Cha-ching! At Liquor Depot, we don't do this. Once in a while, maybe you'll find a deal thing. We're always on sale. We're talking deals for days and days. Deals that walk to their own beat, off into the sunset to live happily ever after, like gin does with tonic. And we don't mean the clearance stuff everyone's trying to get rid of. Heck no. We're talking products you want. Right now at Liquor Depot, get up to 40% off select wines. That's just how we roll. Cha-ching. Liquor Depot, open late, close by, always on sale. Please drink responsibly.
On the next episode of The Amazing Race, teams visit the island of Zanzibar.
That's insane.
Where Shamir and Sarah's problems persist.
We need to make sure it's even.
Then do it! No.
We're trying it right now.
And the U-turn gets teams seeing red.
We're gonna get you guys. You should be scared.
A new episode of The Amazing Race, tomorrow at 10/9 Central on CTV.
I think it needs to be tackled surgically, and I think we should hold off.
Sightings, Maggie. You can do what you want. You're the surgeon.
Charlie.
Do you think this is personal?
Is it? What do you want, Charlie Harris?
Are Alex and Charlie ready to move on? New Saving Hope, Sunday 10/9 Central on CTV.
It's down to the final weeks. Eisenberg's Fine Furniture and Rugs in Calgary is going out of business forever. Our warehouses have been empty. The sales floors are packed. Additional discounts in all departments. Furniture, fine rugs, mattresses, and accessories all being liquidated immediately. Up to 75% off and more. Drastic markdowns store-wide, including amazing rugs from around the world. Everything must go down to the bare walls. Hurry, it's not too late. The final weeks of Eisenberg's Fine Furniture and Rugs going out of business store closing sale.
You might not ever just stand there looking at it. You may never even sit in the back seat. Hey, but maybe you should.
5 games tonight to kick off the NHL playoffs, and 3 Canadian teams were in the mix: the Oilers, Senators, and the Canadiens. The Flames' playoff run begins tomorrow in Anaheim. Anaheim is known as the happiest place for some, but certainly not the Calgary Flames, as they have not won a playoff game in Anaheim since 2006. The Flames were on the ice this afternoon in Anaheim, a rink that they've struggled in mightily over the years. Last time they won, again, was back in 2006. I'm kind of repeating myself in this script. And the players know the only way they will get a chance to get people to stop talking is if they actually win in Anaheim. The Flames expect this to be a fast series.
It's always a battle playing against these guys. We've learned that over the years here, especially in the playoffs a couple years ago. So we know what we're in for, and we're excited for the challenge.
We sort of don't want anything to slow us down and slow our game down. So we got to stay away from it. We got to be emotional, but there's a fine line in playoffs where you got to use your emotions in the right way.
I think it's going to be a physical series, but I really think it's going to be a whistle-to-whistle series, and that's how we're approaching it.
And our Glenn Campbell is in Anaheim to cover the series and will bring us reports from games 1 and 2 before returning to Calgary for games 3 and 4. And let's take a look at tonight's games. Over in the nation's capital, the Bruins beat the Senators by a score of 2-1. A late goal in the third by Brad Marchand lifts the Bruins to a 1-0 series lead. Over to the Bell Center, the Habs are shut out by the New York Rangers with a final of 2-0. Henrik Lundqvist stops 31 shots on goal, and the reigning Stanley Cup champs defeat the Blue Jackets 3-1. Pittsburgh's Marc-Andre Fleury has a 31-save kind of night. And we had a pair of matches heading into overtime. The St. Louis Blues and the Minnesota Wild. This one would be decided in the final minutes of OT. The Blues take game 1 2-1. And the much-anticipated playoff start would be the Edmonton Oilers and the San Jose Sharks. Edmonton led the game 2-0, but the Sharks would come back, force it into overtime, and take the wind out of the Oilers' sail. 3-2 your final there. And the wager of Alberta is on, even if the battle is not. The Flames flag was raised at McDougall Centre today. Finance Minister and longtime Calgarian Joe Ceci did the honors. Up the QE2, Premier Rachel Notley raised the Oilers flag. They made a friendly wager too. Each flag will fly as long as the respective team is in the playoffs, and whomever sees their team eliminated first will provide the winner with a few cold ones from an Alberta craft brewery. And I see that that's a pretty good wager. And either way, they'll probably share those cold ones together. All right, well, that's it for us here at CTV News at 11:30. We'll see you soon. Thanks for joining us. Good night.
This program is sponsored in part by Care to Share Senior Services, helping Calgary seniors age in place.
Please help us welcome back.
Tomorrow.